So, Chief Larson, do you have any updates for us?
Really, the only update we have today, for anybody that was in the area, probably saw quite a bit of activity behind us. The ATS National Response Team did show up today and began familiarizing themselves with the area here and just kind of trying to start getting their portion going. And really, other than that, that's pretty much it.
Chief, why did the response team come into this fire? I know it's a large fire, but what made them come in for this one?
Well, really, as far as why they're here, it was offered, and we took them up on it. This is a very large and kind of a complex incident. And as you can see behind me, again, as a large incident as this is, they're very familiar. They have a lot of expertise in this type of a scene. If you remember, I believe it was back in March in Plainfield up near Indianapolis, there was a Walmart fulfillment center that burned, and this is somewhat similar to that. So they have a lot of resources. They have a very deep well to draw from as far as resources to help try and come up with the cause of this fire.
Do we know yet what the contents of the warehouse was?
As far as I know, and what I was told, the warehouse was pretty much empty of any type of material.
Is this the largest fire in Evansville history?
I don't think so. It's probably pretty close. I believe the Roundy's warehouse, I believe somebody asked that the other day, and I think they did a little research on that, and I think the Roundy's warehouse fire might have been either the same size or a little bit bigger.
Do we know what other buildings or businesses had any damage?
There were 4 other businesses. Had those addresses last night. I'm not sure. I think there was a couple on Division and 1 or 2 on Franklin Street. One of them on Division was completely destroyed. I believe that was a portion of an automotive shop there on Division Street.
And I saw a lot of smoldering and some small little embers still going. Like, how long do you think before all the little smoldering is gone?
Yeah, quite honestly, well, another thing I guess new that did happen today, they did bring in some heavy equipment, and I think tomorrow that will be something you might be seeing is some of that heavy equipment will start moving around some of that debris. And until we can start moving that debris around, as those walls collapsed and the roof fell in, that's really keeping those hot spots underneath of it smoldering, and the water can't get to it because, as I said the other day, a roof's design is to keep water out, and when the roof is metal and the walls are brick, they don't burn away, so that material still smolders underneath of it.
So no injuries?
No injuries.
Who's the lead investigator right now?
The ATF.
Okay. Does the ATF get involved whenever they offer, or is there usually a suspicion of foul play when they get involved?
Just any time that somebody requests their involvement, and again, just due to the sheer size of this is really the major reason.
How does this compare to maybe like the Weinbach explosion site?
I can't really say there is a comparison. I mean, this was a fire.
Do you anticipate any more of the structure to fall or cave in at all?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, if you can see this wall right behind us, it's on the verge, and I'm just speculating that tomorrow that may be a target of the excavator that you see sitting right over there.
So you guys will knock it down on your own. It won't just fall.
Yeah, we would rather take it down controlled, yes.
Do you know who's going to incur the cost for the cleanup as far as how that's happening?
Yeah, I have no idea about that yet.
Do you know how long cleanup would take? Months, estimated?
Yeah, that would be an estimate. I have no idea.
You were saying earlier about how long you've been awake and how many overtime hours. Like, do you know how many man hours the Evansville Fire Department has put in on this scene?
A lot. Yeah, I have no idea. I mean, we're running crews through here. A lot of the people that you see rotating through here is not necessarily overtime hours because our crews are on duty 24 hours a day. So as the shift changes, you may see the same truck, but it's a different crew.
And as you mentioned, a lot of crews have been out here. You mentioned to us yesterday that basically all the peak seasons are kind of cycling through. So can you tell me a little bit about what you've heard from the crews that you've talked to thus far?
It's a big fire. This is not the exciting part where you get to come out and just kind of man the truck and spray water into the pile of rubble, but they know it's a necessity. And again, I can't say high enough praises for our firefighters, because whatever job needs to be done, they do it.
And as far as morale goes, I know we were talking yesterday about cycling out. You mentioned that it was kind of seamless. Is that still the way you describe it now? Are they getting enough, rest and recovery before they head out to the scene?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, we're our chief officers that are here on scene throughout the day. They keep a really good look at the crews and how long they've been here. I'm not sure what their times are for cycling them out, but yeah, they're not getting overworked.
Equally vague question: the length of time that the investigation might take.
No idea. Yeah, that's way outside of my realm of expertise.
Is the EPA or anybody doing any sort of testing on what may have been, with the wind blowing that way, what may have been going out for these couple days?
Not that I'm aware of.
Who will be paying for the cleanup process?
I'm not sure about that yet either. That's still yet to be determined.
I know they're removing debris. It looks like you had a couple backhoes, a little more active scene today. Do you know if they're still doing that investigation while those backhoes are kind of moving the debris out as well?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, once they determine kind of as they're narrowing things down, and I don't want to speak out of turn here for whatever they're doing, because I am by no means an investigator, but if they centralize an area where they're going to determine maybe the area that could have started, I would say that they will start telling excavators that they can start doing whatever work in those areas. But again, that has yet to be determined.
Any closer than this to the photos?
Nope. Good.
We're good. Oh, no.
Well, I want it. I can't say about that side. There's a picture on this other.
They said this is it. So this is per their rule,
Zoom
not
lens is
mine.
bad.
Yeah.
Everybody good?
Yeah.
Thank you so
Yeah,
much.
thank you for your time. So much.
Like I said this morning in the email I sent out, there's nothing going on. So
Am I in
as
it?
far as any update, I mean, I will send an email out to everybody if there's anything that is going to be different. I mean, I feel like I keep repeating myself, and you guys are wasting. I don't say wasting your time. This is your job.
We spoke with Jeff Rothschild at Evansville Garage Door, and he was saying how you had called all those business owners around the area to get as much stuff as they could out within like 20 minutes. What was that like early in the morning, trying to get a hold of all those businesses?
Well, yeah, I did. When I first found out about the fire, it was well underway, and operationally, they were handling it very well. They were calling trucks in. I heard all the activity and all that. My first thought was how quickly this is going to progress to the east. So immediately I drove down Franklin Street and around, started gathering phone numbers from businesses, called our central dispatch on I call it a back line for a supervisor, and I gave them the phone numbers of those businesses, and I said, if you have an after hours number and can contact these businesses, they're going to have a few minutes if they can hurry up and get here. And if they have computers or something with very valuable information or something they can grab very quickly, files, whatever, they can get here right now. I'm available. I will escort them in and out and do what we can do to help them save whatever personal items or very important items they could have. There was a couple businesses on Division Street, and Evansville Garage Doors just happened to be one of them, and they had a lot of vehicles that were garaged very close to the fire itself. So yeah, they were very thankful that I was able to to get dispatch to call them and get there, and I stayed with them pretty much throughout the time as they were bringing their vehicles out, because it was a little touch and go there for just a little bit. I really was worried that they may lose their business, but they were very fortunate. Our crews did an excellent job creating that curtain of water that protected their building, and so their business is fine. But should it have gone the other way, then they would have salvaged many vehicles and some other equipment that they were able to get out. So, but I mean, that's kind of our job. We're supposed to help protect property and lives and things like that. So I don't take it as anything out of the ordinary.
What do you think the kind of says about training too, for you guys? I know that you've had 2 very large events and the wine box was closed, and now this really large warehouse fire. So what do you kind of say about your guys' training?
Well, our firefighters take their jobs very seriously. I want to throw a shout out to our training division there. We have one to our training division, but it's any money as far as learning new techniques, keeping up on different standards and things like that. So they do a great job, and they trickle that down to the crews and station throughout the year. So I mean, they take their job very seriously, and we try and learn from other instances as we see things in the news and stuff like that. So. Comparatively, though, between the house explosion and this, personally, I can't really say there's much of a comparison. I mean, this was a fire. The house explosion, if there was a fire, it wasn't very large. So to me, it's 2 very different instances.
Speaking of that explosion, any update on what caused it?
And again, that wouldn't.
It's been a little bit now.
No, it has. And again, that wouldn't come from us. That's the state fire marshal that's still dealing with all.
I was thinking, you're here, so gotta ask.
Yeah, and even with this incident, I could, in case anybody's just wondering, it's hard telling when. And that, again, that's the ATF's taking the lead on it, and we'll have to rely on them.
So ATF is the lead, because I know you had the state fire marshal.
Yeah.
So ATF's the lead.
Yes. Well, and again, like I said, they have such a vast amount of expertise. Yeah. I mean, they have people from all over the United States here with all kinds of expertise dealing in different things that I don't even know about. But they, again, very well trained, expertise, deep well to draw resources from. So,
Do you know, just a quick question as to how fast crews were on scene? I know that first call came in around, I want to say 4:30 in the morning when we talked to dispatch, so how fast the crews were on scene? Because I saw it on surveillance video also at Evansville Garage Doors yesterday, and he was kind of applauding how you guys were on scene so fast.
3 to 5 minutes from dispatch, probably.
And that was Station 10?
I believe Station 10 probably was the first one. But I think Station 1 was probably here. They almost, our stations are pretty tightly distributed, so they typically arrive almost simultaneously in most instances.
What's some of the next steps after today?
Well, I mean, if they get done digging around trying to figure out what caused the fire, it would be the cleanup part of it. And to say how long that would take is really beyond me. I don't know. It's a pretty large area. I think I heard somebody say it's 2 blocks wide and 3 or 4 blocks long, maybe. So, pretty good size area.